Hello everybody, finalKenpachi here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends Hydra video, guys. But today it's not my account. We are in my brand new clan leader account, guys. Red, welcome, my dude.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Guys, Red, I'm doing fine as well. Thank you for the asking. Red has the Unity champion, guys. Actually got a lot of Unity champion recently, but today we are going to talk about the Falmond. Red actually having Falmond a while ago, right? Like you got him.
Yeah, when he got released.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there was a 10x Sacred event for him.
Yeah, and he was always talking good thing about the Falmond, guys. And today he's going to explain why he's good, and he also record the video whole Hydra Run, and we are going to check this video real quickly, guys. Okay, but first, Red, which skill make you think Falmond actually good champion for the Hydra? Like A1, A2.
I think it's mainly as passive and as A3 that makes it work. But I think all the skills really add up to it. Like if you start out as A1, his A1 isn't anything impressive in terms of damage, but he gives himself a huge shield. I think you'll see it during the run as well. It adds a lot of survivability. He's a very tanky champion.
And the A2?
If he goes to his A2, yeah.
A2
it's a nice AoE. Nothing like nothing insane. But he does do some decent damage with it. I've seen him hit with my comp around 2 million on deadheads with his AoE.
Okay. Brutal difficulty?
Yes.
Brutal, okay. A3? Only single target, I see.
That is his main damage move. The reason why this move, it doesn't have any support or anything. He does do a buff strip, but it's not that impressive. The main thing about this move is the more turns enemies or allies take, the bigger the damage will be from this move. And the entire comp, the idea behind my comp is Falmond is the slowest champion here. And all the other champions like Rozovark and Yastrid, they take more turns than they would normally than a normal champion. Like Rozovark gives himself 100 more speed during the run. Yastrid gets extra turns. So the more turns enemies or allies take, the more damage he does.
So it's increasing your damage, right? Your ally and the enemy turn. More turn taken, so that's why you build them slow.
Yes.
Okay, and the passive skill?
The passive skill does multiple things. One thing it does is it gives them more survivability, which is always nice. The other thing is every time an ally does a buff or a debuff, for every buff or debuff, it gives them 2% turn meter.
For each buff and the debuff, right?
Yes, I'll give you an example. Like Lydia, let's say Lydia does the A2. She gives increased speed and strength to everyone. And she does decreased defense so weaken to all enemies.
That's correct.
There are 5 allies. So that means 6 allies.
6.
So 12 buffs in total. And 8 debuffs because 4 enemies. That means 20 times 2. It gives Lydia 40% turn meter when she does the move. So it adds up. It's a very good passive. And the second thing is revive on death. It's nothing impressive if your runners if you're already there, are using a tanky team like mine, but it can save you. It's a very nice passive.
I see. So he's a faction unity champion. Do you need to bring a faction unity make him better? Like I believe you need a 2 faction allies at least, right?
Yes, his third one doesn't matter because Hydra for now at least can't lock you out.
Yeah, maybe for the arena wise.
Yeah, and he can't kill enemies, so the third faction ally bonus is not needed on his A3 either.
Okay, so we needed like at least 2 faction ally to use this champion correctly. Let me show you guys his build real quickly, then we can jump to the run. Falmond, let me search him over there. He has a 5-star blessing and he using Heaven Cast. Why you think Heaven Cast is good for him?
Well, he doesn't place debuffs, so nature's wrath wouldn't do anything.
Yep.
I don't have a 6-star, so Crushing Run is not ideal either. The other options are either Heaven Cast or Fathom Touch, and I think Heaven Cast is by far the best one for Hydra.
I'm also using Heaven Cast on my Theox, guys, and he's also not 6-star. But I believe on the 6-star, we are going to choose the Creation Rant. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys have a Falmond under 6-star, definitely go for the Heaven Cast, guys. But if you have a 6-star, definitely Creation Rant going to be or choose. And his build in the Cruel and the 6-piece Merciless gear. And let me show you guys his stat on the Hydra wise. This is how his overstate looks like. And 244, you say it like he's the slowest champion, right? 244 is still pretty solid speed actually.
It is solid, yeah. But if you compare to other champions, they are way faster.
So we are going to check the other champion stat, gear, masters, everything guys end of this video. But let me show you guys the Falmond quickly before we start the Hydra run. And obviously it doesn't need any accuracy or the resistance, I assuming.
Nope.
Alright. Here's a book guys, obviously. And the masteries are looks like that. Let me hide my camera so you guys can see it. I think this masteries
Yeah, it is. This masteries are also mainly it's also for PvP, so you don't need shield breaker. You could go for the one to the left instead. Don't remember its name. The one with full HP, right? The top left.
Heart of Glory.
Heart of Glory. Yeah, you could go for that one instead.
Yeah, also William of the Dead is not going to work on the Hydra guys, but again, like PvP wise, I think this is nice hybrid masteries, both PvP and the PvE. What do you thinking about his PvP performance, by the way? Is that hard to use it or?
For me, I don't have Cardiel. I tried to use him, but it's very hard to use him without good allies.
Yeah,
I think he's still decent for Classic or TTA, but for LA it's very hard, even if you have a Cardiel, to be honest.
Alright. So guys, we are going to show him right now on the Brutal Hydra performance. But before we jump to that part, guys, if you guys loving my content, please consider to sub my YouTube channel, guys, totally free. And if you love this video, guys, hit the like button. That can help a lot. Now let's go. Alright guys, we are back and this is the ore comp we are going to use. Again, this is the brutal difficulty. Red, what do you think about this comp? Why did you choose this champion?
Well, like I said before, you want people to cut in Falmond. You want them to go before him and take as many turns as possible so he can do more damage. Like someone like Razovark, like I said before, he gives himself 100%, 100 more speed, and the Ostrid has extra turns. That's the reason why I'm using them. And another reason is it's a free-to-play comp.
True.
It's pretty free-to-play at least.
Actually, Östrik was Fusion, Vixville was Fusion, and the Bunny was Fusion, right?
As well.
Yeah, he also Fusion. Guys, there is a 3 champion is the Fusion. Ugo is the Epic champion and the Shamal as well. Everybody have a Shamal except me. I still don't have a Shamal, guys. But Falmond, yeah, Falmond is the only champion, is not the Fusion or stuff like that. But again, like, you don't need to spend money to get the Unity champion. Like, look at my account, for example, guys. I have 2 Theox now, you know, it's pure luck. It's just RNG, guys, you know, happen. And I see you also using Shamal and the Vixville. I believe the main reason you're using them is
Sacred Order.
Yep,
they are at least 2 allies.
Yep, there we go, guys. Like Shamal, one of the budget you can use it for the Falmond, you know, because Shamal is great champion in general for the Hydra, can protect you from the fear. And the Vixville is the great provoker and the mischief targeting, decrease attack, you know, like Vixville is a lot of things, right? He can also help you to survivability.
Brings a lot of tankiness, and another beauty about Vixville is the buff increase, duration increase.
Oh yeah,
so
true.
The increased attack will be more consistent on Razovark and Falmond.
And the Ugo, of course, guys, for the defense stun and the block buff, which is very, very important. Ugo is one of the best Hydra champion, that for sure. And let's get started, guys. We can talk about more during the fight. And this is the brutal difficulty, guys. He provoked the decay first, and he just started doing fight. What are you thinking about, by the way? Like, you was talking about like loss of Terminator feel for the Lydia. Like, isn't Lydia can be better on this comp? What do you think about it? Because you already have a Shaman, right?
Yeah, it was hard for me because I don't have many Sacred Orders. So I have to use Shamil. And
no, like instead of the Östrik, for example, like if you place a Lydia, that can be work. What do you think?
It could, yeah, it depends on your other champions. Like for me, this was the best combination I could make.
Yeah, true. Like if you replace the Östrik, actually, you are going to give up your decrease speed, right? True.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, like really, really depends. Maybe Thor can be worked there. You know, maybe you can replace the Ugo and the Thor as well. But obviously, if you replace the Ugo, then you need to worry about the block buff champion as well. Like I said, guys, everything is depends. And here we go. This is how is the run started. Actually, excited to see the Falmond performance there. Let's take a look at him quickly. So he's the slowest champion for this comp. So each champion your team got a turn, like you guys see, this passive skill is the broken, I believe, right? And it's increasing his damage. That's correct?
Yep. Another beautiful thing about this comp is Shamil boosts Razork as well, so he will get even more turns
Oh,
before
true.
Falmond will.
And Razalvark, if I'm not mistaken, more speed he gain, more damage he will deal, right?
Exactly.
So, yep.
And one thing that you might have noticed as well when I was talking about it, Falmond has no buffs or debuffs. So he won't give himself any extra turn meter, but he will give extra turn meter to his allies, which means he will give more turns to his allies as well before he will
So
get a
we
turn.
just saw the 5.8 million damage. That was his 8 skill, I believe, the single target one.
Yes.
That's actually pretty good damage. I believe we are going to see more close to the end of the video. So stay tuned for that, guys. And yeah, 5.8 million so far. And you guys saw his gear. He's not empowerment. I actually didn't check your faction garden. Is your faction garden full here?
No, only one bonus and it's HP.
Oh, really? Not even attack percent?
No.
Alright, and another thing, he's not 6-star, guys. He's only 5-star. Obviously, 5-star is very solid, but 6-star going to be noticeable difference, right?
Yes.
Pressure,
and in
right?
terms of gear, both Razork and Falmond are very similar in terms of builds, and they both have a 5-star as well. So I'd say it's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah.
If you want to,
yeah,
if you look at the end of the run, you'll see the difference between damage.
Yeah, of course. So he's a spirit of Unity. I just noticed that. I always thought like Unity champion are like void. I don't know why I'm thinking like that. Same for the mythical champion. Like I always thinking they are void of Unity. They should be void of Unity, you know. But I think Pilarium is a more plan of the bringing void mythical, right?
I'm actually glad it's not void, to be honest, because it would be even harder to pull them then. Because you can only pull them during specific events. So you would need to pull voids instead to get them.
Oh, true. Unity champion, true. So you also pulled the different Unity champion recently, right? You got the Skinwalker one, I believe. Do you also have a plan of the making like Skinwalker? Especially you got a Marius recently, right? Do you also have a plan to use him on the Hydra? What do you think?
I don't have any plans for Hydra at the moment, but I am planning on building a arena team with him.
Siege team, right? The condition rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, these condition rooms are the really hard to deal with them, especially if the people are using like support DPS champion, mythical one, you know, on the support only floor, stuff like that. And if you don't have any mythical champion who can deal with them, it's close to impossible in my opinion, but I really don't know what is Pilarium thinking. Because getting mythical champion, guys, it's super hard, especially if you don't spend money on this game. And both Red and me, my account actually, we didn't manage to pull any mythical champion yet. So both of us got a Carnage recently, which is the Curse City reward, and the Mikage, of course. Mikage is the fusion, so we are not counting them. I'm talking about the fusion champion we pulled from the shard. But yeah, so far we don't have any luck, guys. I don't know actually, have you guys ever pulled a mythical? Obviously, if you have a mythical champion like that or the Trunda, yes, this kind of comps are maybe not a big deal for you. But guys, like not everybody have these comps. Even the people have a Trunda, building Trunda comp, cheese comp like that. It's super hard to deal with them, to be honest. I mean, it's not that easy, you know. And the comps like that, which is I'm gonna call that like normal comp, you know, are the still most of us can do it. And if you guys have a Falmond, and this video hopefully can give you some idea, maybe you guys must have a question mark around of him, and that can explain a lot. Red, before we speed up the rest of the Hydra run, do you wanna add more thing about this comp, bro? Any tip for the player who is about to build the Falmond?
If you want to copy this comp and you have Cardio, I would probably use Cardio instead of someone like Shamil.
Okay.
Like you can experiment with different champions if you have the champions.
Yeah, obviously Cardia gonna give you Elite attack as well. So that can be nice. Obviously you are gonna give up the fear, but I mean I don't have a Shamal, guys, and I'm cursing a lot when I get a fear, when the fear is broke, but end of the day we still survive, right? So it's not like a worse scenario. Obviously I also have a block debuff and cleanse ability, so Shamal can also cleanse your fear, not all the time, but yeah. And so we are gonna speed up rest of the part, guys. I wish you guys enjoy. We are gonna catch you end of the Run, and we are gonna talk about our damage and the rest of the champion gear, masteries, and the stat. Catch you soon. And we back, guys. The fight is almost over. There is only 3 turn left. And as you guys see, we got 1.2 billion damage. Is red? Is that your PB?
No, it is not.
What was your PB?
2 billion.
2 billion was your PB. Okay, there is a huge difference, guys. And let me show you guys the champion damage real quickly. Let me hide my camera, you guys can see it. So Razelvark 5-star has a 450 million and he's the most damage dealer on this comp. And our boy Falmond has a 368. What do you think about these numbers, man?
I think it's very good for Falmond because Razelvark is known for being one of the best Hydra DPS in the game.
True,
So I
and
think it's
he's also very fast. Shamal is boosting his Terminator, right? And he have a 2 AoE attack, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Shamel helps a lot as well with him doing more damage here. I think it's very impressive from Falmond to be able to compete with one of the best DPS in the game for Hydra.
Yep. So let me show you guys their gear real quickly. Just give me 1 second. Alright, there we go, guys. And the champion stat, we already showed the Falmond earlier of the video. But if you guys miss it, let me show him one more time. So he's in the Merciless and the Cruel set. And this is the Falmond stat for the Hydra bonus, included, of course. And the important note, guys, we also mentioned at the beginning of the video, but he needs to be slowest on your comp. Is that correct, right?
Yes. You want people to take turns before he does.
And the Masteries wise, we choose the Heaven Cast, guys, because he's only 5-star. On the 6-star, Crash and Rant will be better. My bad, Blessing. And this is the our Masteries. I'm gonna hide my camera, guys, so you guys can see it clearly. And that was the Falmond. Now the other DPS champion we can talk about it is the Razelvark. So both of them in the Merciless 6-piece and the Cruel set, guys. Both of them is a similar set item. And their stat looks like that. Obviously, as you guys see, Razelvark almost like 40 speed more faster than him. So obviously this is going to explain why there is a huge damage difference. And like we mentioned, he's a loss of the AoE attack on his skill, and he's a leader position there, which means Shamal is boosting his Terminator whenever you got a fear debuff. And Razelvark, beside the Falmond, using Nature Wrath. Why is that red?
Because Razelvark has debuffs. So we can make use of Nature's Wrath, unlike Falmond.
Yep. So Falmond doesn't have any debuff, guys. That's why he's using Heaven Cast. But obviously, both of this champion are, I think we can say that. If you guys have a 6-star, definitely Creation Rant. Is that correct?
Yes.
Alright. And the Razelvark Masteries looks like that. Let me show you real quickly. And the next champion is the Vixville. Let's go to the Vixville, guys. Vixville in the he have also set curse set, and yeah, he only have a curse set. Actually, rest of them is not bonus, guys, on the One Piece set. And this is his stat for the Hydra. I think we can call that he need both accuracy and resistance for the Hydra to be in the mischief targeting, right?
Yes.
And he also need a high defense to increase your shield thickness. Obviously, more speed, guys, can make him more viable to deal with the decay for the provoke, because his A1 skill is the provoke. And the heavy cruelty, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, he does a lot of counterattacks when he gets hit as well.
True,
so it does help a lot.
He also have a counterattack buff. And the Masteries looks like that. You guys can copy if you want.
By the way, his accuracy was overkill as well.
Yeah,
lots of the stats was a bit overkill.
Yeah, he's a bit too much accuracy, guys. But again, like, you guys can check how much accuracy, how much resistance you needed, so you can build your champion for your account. And this is, like, if you have a gear, why not? I mean, if you reach the stat and more accuracy, I mean, there is nothing you can do, like, so it's all right. And the Shamal, next Secret Order champion is the Shamal. Shamal build is the 4-piece Merciless, not 6-piece. Do you want to explain why?
The reason is Shamel already has 100% ignore defense with his A2 if he has at least 3 buffs. So he doesn't need ignore defense technically for his A2 at least.
So both Savage, you can also call that Savage and the Little Gear, I assuming?
Yeah.
And the reason for piece Merciless to cooldown reset, right? So you can use the A2 skill more often.
Yes.
Yeah, Reflex gear can also work, I'm assuming.
Reflex, impulse.
But obviously Merciless guys also can give you attack, critical damage and speed bonus, so it's definitely not bad idea. He also have a heaven cast, but he's only like a 2-star guys. By the way, Red quickly mentioned guys, his Shamal is the +2 now. On the video it was +1, but it's not a big deal to be honest guys. So, but still he want to mention that, so I'm gonna tell you guys that. And this is the Orc current stat. As you guys see, it's very offensive stat. Decent speed as well, no resist, no accuracy. Because we already have a Vix wheel on our comp who can be mischief targeting, but if you are going to use the another secret order champion for this comp, and you can also make the Shamal mischief targeting by making him slowest, right? Maybe it's a bad idea for the Falmond comp because he need to be slowest, but I guess still can be work, right?
Yeah, it's not a big difference, I'd say.
Okay, and this is his Masteries. He have a Giant Slayer, I see.
Yes, because Helm Smasher is not needed,
Yeah,
like I said
exactly.
before.
Yep. He's already ignoring 100% defense, guys. And the next champion, Österreich. Let's take a look at Österreich here. Österreich, I see also with 6-piece Merciless. I am one of the first person, guys, actually discovered the Österreich damage. You guys can still see my Hydra Run there. Like, she was dealing like 1 million plus from her A1 skill. And her actual multiplier is quite decent. The problem is her base attack is quite low, guys. But if you guys manage to build her decent stat on the offensive DPS set, go for it. Of course, she can also help you on the damage, which is, I believe she did like 100 million damage, right?
More, 120 million.
Yeah, and she's not have a hex debuff, guys, or anything. So this is literally her pure damage is coming there. She have a 5-star and it's also cruelty.
Yep, more cruelty the better.
What do you think about Nature Wrath on her, by the way? Because she also have a debuff.
Yeah, in this case, I think I prefer Cruelty over Nature's Wrath because her damage isn't. She's a good DPS, but she's not as good as someone like Rostam.
Yeah, her job is not dealing damage mainly, guys. Again, can be work, but like I said, guys, like her base attack is always going to limit you. The other set can be good on her, maybe Feral set, you know, that can increase your damage by the 9-piece for the each debuff. Or both the protection, I believe, right? 9-piece protection can also work. If you guys don't want to build her as a DPS like that. She's booked, guys. And her Masteries are looks like that. By the way, if you guys struggling to build your support champion as a DPS like we are using them right now, instead of to going Ham Smasher, I think going War Master is going to be better for the early mid-game account. Ham Smasher a little bit for late game, guys, you know. Especially after we got lots of live arena bonus for the ignore defense, stuff like that. Like, even we can build our support champion as a DPS, so Ham Smasher can give us more advance. And I believe there is only one champion left, which is the Ugo. Ugo in the curse set, guys. So each time she attack, there's a chance she can place a hex debuff. I believe Vix will also in the curse set, by the way. I forget to mention that, I believe, but Vix will also in the curse set. Why do you think you need a more than one champion who can cast the curse, bro?
Oh, at the moment I don't have enough for 9-piece protection on Vexel. So just more consistent hexing helps a lot.
Okay, so if you like have like, let's say 9-piece protection on the Vix spell, do you prefer that over curse set?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could try that. Yeah.
All right. She also have a 4-piece Merciless, guys, from her accessories. So it's a curse set and the Merciless, which is can help you to reduce your cooldown. I personally using 3 refresh accessories, guys, and the reflex gear plus 2 impulse gear on my Ugo. And can you tell one thing? Every time she got a turn, her cooldown is reset. Almost, pretty much. And this is actually make Hydra is much more safer, much more constant. She also booked, of course, guys, and she's 3-star, my bad, and another cruelty debuff over there. And her Masteries looks like that. Alright, that was it. Red, do you want to say anything more additional for this comp? People who want to build them?
No, that was about it. I think we covered everything.
Alright, guys, huge thanks to the Red make this comp possible to show you guys. And thank you so much for everybody watching that. Red, thank you again, my friend, for the help in this video and join my channel. Appreciate it for that.
No problem.
And see you guys on the next time. I wish you guys have a nice day. Bye bye.